So what are the things we need to do in the assessment station?
So in the assessments, as I told you, we will first, it's like I can explain in the very short steps like what will happen in the assessment.
Oh
So
yes.
in the mental health OSCE, we have to just enter inside the room checking for the scene safety and privacy of the patient. Then we will go and hand wash. So that is the next step. And then we will go and introduce ourselves to the patient. So in the not only in the mental health OSCE, it is in the adult nursing as well, just to introduce and asking their concerns and checking the ID check, like which is very important, which is there in the evaluation criteria as well. This
Yes.
is how we will have to move on into the assessment station. But the only difference between the adult nursing and the mental health nursing is that then we will go on to the solar position, which we call as the SOLER. So which is sitting squarely in an open posture, leaning forward from time to time, keeping in an eyes relaxed, and also and having a proper eye contact and being relaxed, like with both the patient and the like the candidate. So both should be relaxed. This is how we explain the solar position.
Okay.
Everything is about verbalizing in the assessment and having a good communication and showing empathy. And if the patient is telling to us something, we will have to reflect it again.
Yes.
We will have to restate it, which is
Okay.
very important in mental health. And then we will also have to explain that we are taking notes when we are speaking with the patient, because there is something, a blank page which is given to us. We can take notes.
Okay.
That will be helpful for the next station of planning. So whatever we do in the assessment station, and the candidate must be aware, like everything is recorded in the room, and we are supposed to state everything, verbalize everything, rationalize everything. If this is inside the candidate's mind, then the station is going to be easy. Then, and the final part of the assessment would be finishing, how well we finish the assessment station. It is not like just coming out of hand washing and just coming out of the room. So that won't pay us good. We must tell the patient that the assessment is over, and the very important thing is that we have a PHQ-9 questionnaire which is given in the assessment station.
Okay.
And we will have to score it in a proper way, and the calculation should be good. And according to the scoring, we will have to make it in detail and comfortable for the patient. For example, if the patient is having the category of major depression, we must not tell you are having major depression. It is not the way we tell the patient. So, like how we communicate, if it is our mother or father or sister, we will have to communicate in a friendly way and assuring that you are not alone on the journey. We can plan better so that the symptoms will be better. That is how we communicate, and ask and wait for the concerns of the patient. We should ask, like, do you have any doubts? Can I come after some time for the planning? There are a few statements, and I also forgot to tell something, like there are very few statements. If you, at least those who are having the communication problem, or those who are having some problem with their own English language, by heart the statements in the assessment procedure. That will be very helpful. If you by heart and at least try to communicate the same with the patient, then that's it, your assessment station would be finished.
Okay. So to prepare a lot, when you do preparation, do prepare and think about these situations and prepare according to that, isn't it? Then you could perform well in the exam.
Yeah, at least if you are in room and you are not going somewhere to practice, practice in front of the mirror. So when you like your own speech in front of your mirror, so that is going to be good in the examination.
Oh, Christy, you're giving a lot of important tips. Thank you so much for that. So, whoever listening this, they could prepare themselves and then appear the exam and clear the RMN exam, OSCE exam.
Yeah. Yes, definitely.
Then planning. Well, how did you practice for planning station? Did you prepare anything special for planning, or what was your step?
So planning is another station which can be very easy and can also be very, very difficult. It again depends upon the candidate about the way they think. For me, I thought the planning station would be very own India,
Mm-hmm.
for example, if we take depression or if we take cardiac condition,
Mm-hmm.
we have one statement, isn't it? As evidenced by
Yes,
like
yes.
that we used to write what do we call about the
Nanda?
nursing campus? What we yeah, the same. So that is there is a specific way we
Mm-hmm.
have to write. But in UK, that's not the condition at all. So it is that easy for a candidate to do the planning very easy in like no more. It will take just only 10 to 12 minutes to complete, and you will have a lot of time in the planning station at last to check your paper.
Mm-hmm.
So, if a candidate is feeling so much difficult and they are thinking till the end that they are not going to do the planning, and if they are not confident and they think that they will make a lot of mistake in writing, I would suggest
Mm-hmm.
take only 5 conditions like take psychosis, depression,
Okay.
low mood, anxiety,
Uh-huh.
dementia,
Okay.
wandering. So these are the very small conditions which is repeatedly asking, and no conditions will come more than this.
Okay.
And write the CAT plan in your note.
Okay.
Write at least 5 to 6 points and just by heart it.
Yeah.
Whatever comes in your exam, just write it. This is for whom I'm telling who are very bad in writing CAT plan, and I'm just giving the tips.
Yes.
Otherwise, if you are okay, you can just go and the exam and just think and write. It's going to be very easy.
Yeah, that's a good
But yeah,
tip actually. That's a great tip. So prepare by themselves, like a list of these conditions, and at least by heart it, isn't it? So
yeah,
that saves a lot of time, and that
yes.
makes you more confident writing your care plan.
Yes,
Yes.
so that is one event coming to the care plan. And in the care plan, we also have the re-evaluation date where not many, all of them go wrong the re-evaluation date.
Oh
So
yes. Do you
coming
have
to
any
the,
suggestion for
yeah,
that?
yeah. In re-evaluation date, I would suggest when there is a confusion, fix something in your mind, like whatever the condition is asked,
Mm-hmm.
just write to be re-evaluated in 24 hours, after 24 hours, and whenever the clinical picture of the patient changes. This can be written for 90% of the condition in the OSCE, except suicide.
Okay. Suicide.
Except maybe dementia when the patient is forgetful. All other conditions, you can write the same statement what I told you now.
Okay.
It is not going to be wrong, or you are not going to fail because of writing this.
Okay, that's a good thing as well. And sign and date, that's very important as well, isn't it?
Yeah, that is very important. And you know, when some of the each and every candidate will have a long name or a short name, isn't it?
Yes.
So I would suggest many will write half name and come out of the room, which again they will fail just because of that, even though they have written the CAT plan well. So I would suggest just when you go inside for planning, put your sign, put your date in the end, and then start writing.
Yeah, that's very important thing. That's where we telling everyone that you have to practice like that. You write the sign
Yeah.
and date first, then start your care plan. Even the evaluation, most of the time, even the skill station, except implementation, most of the other stations you can use the same thing. Write sign and date first, then write it.
That will save a lot of time, and they can also come confidently outside.
Yes. Because in the last minute you might forget to sign and date. We thought, okay, I completed my care plan very well, but might be forget to sign and date. So that is the critical error that leads to failure, isn't it?
Yes, exactly. That's a critical error, as you said. Yes.
So what about your implementation experience?
Implementation, I had literally a bad experience, but that was a good. Like I can give you my own example.
Yeah.
In the implementation, I had 4 drugs.
Yeah.
So in the implementation, I can tell that the everything is going to be the same. Like you're going inside the patient's room and assessing the scene for safety. That everything is going to be the same.
Yes.
And you will also go and check the allergies. Everything was the
Yes.
same, and everything was done in a smoother way, like what I did.
Yes.
And then coming to the procedure, I had 4 drugs, and 2 drugs were coded 9, So
Yes.
what happened was when I was practicing with my assessor,
Mm-hmm.
it was only code like 2 or 3, which means the patient may be in the ward or the patient refused or the prescription is
Prescription.
not complete. It
Mm-hmm.
should be like that.
Mm-hmm.
But the code 9 was something new for me.
Okay.
And it was written in the exam paper that medication not given, please document. That was the statement given,
Mm-hmm.
and I didn't understand it properly because I was so much tensed. So
Mm-hmm.
what happened was I asked the patient,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know what to do, and the time is also running for the implementation station. We must
Mm-hmm.
also have an eye on that. So what happened was I asked the patient like the 2 drugs I will give you, which is due now,
Mm-hmm.
and also I have other 2 drugs which is due again, but which was not given previously. Could you please tell me about that? And then the patient told me that she had, when she came, just when before she came to the hospital, at her home she had the medication. So that is why it is written code 9, and then I understood. So what I rationalized was,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to give my new medications at this time, and I'm not going to give the other 2 medications because just now the patient had when she came right from home.
Mm-hmm.
So I will hold on with that medication, and I will just escalate that to the registered nurse and the doctor, and then I'll do as it is prescribed for the next coming due time. So that was my statement, and
Mm-hmm.
it was really accepted in OSCE because they accept rationalization. If we are right or wrong, we must give a proper rationalization for that. That is what they expect.
Yes, that's correct. So,
Yeah.
so that was an good experience in implementation station. Anything else you remember to say? What any something you need to remember when you do implementation?
Um, yeah, because in psychiatry drugs, some will feel difficult. They will not be able to memorize all the action of the drugs. So I prefer those who are preparing for the OSCE,
Mm-hmm.
just memorize the basic action of the drugs like diazepam,
Mm-hmm.
all those kind of drugs, and also like some medications like hydroxycobalamin is very common for all the patients.
Mm-hmm.
So only these few drugs you just memorize. Those drugs which you think that you can't memorize, just don't memorize for the examination because BNF paper is there. We even don't have a book there in the examination. Just the paper is kept on the table. So whenever you want, you are allowed to access the paper. I would tell that. So just access the paper, just see 1 or 2 points from the paper and just tell the patient that is what I did during my examination. Even if you know the action, you are allowed to access the paper. So don't worry about if you are knowing or if you are not knowing about the medication action. Just go just like that and you can very well manage.
Okay, so that's a good thing as well. And after you administer medication, we have to come back and sign it, isn't it?
Yes, we will definitely have to, each and every station we will have to sign it, and please see to that you sign it with the proper time, not the time in the room or not the time you came for the examination, but the time given on the paper. So many will get confused with that. You should
Oh,
write the time which is given on the paper.
on the paper, yes, that's true.
Yeah.
Then after implementation, evaluation. How was the experience in evaluation?
Evaluation station is the very simple station in OSCE. So whatever you did for the past, you are just going to implement. Sorry, you are just going to write in the past tense to be in the safer side and just to be simple. You are just going to write what you have written in the planning. Everything goes to the evaluation, and one more thing is that evaluation has the risk assessment. There is a separate column for the risk assessment where you are going to write the risk what you assessed for your own patient. Here some may feel difficult. What risk can I write for my patient is the question they have.
Mm-hmm.
Again, here you can write, you can have in your mind by heart something which is very common like medication non-compliance. You can write that, which is common for every cases most probably. And then maybe self-neglect will be common, self-isolation will be common,
Mm-hmm.
and so these are the common things. And when it comes to your own patient, very known risk. When you talk to the patient, you will understand my patient will have this risk for, or maybe risk for self-harm, risk to, or self-harm or others, everything you can write, which is very common. So you don't have to worry about that part as well. And also put your sign and name, which is like for the every station.
Okay. So that is an evaluation. After API, so this API station comes together, isn't it? Four section. Once assessment started, it will finish it evaluation.
Yeah, and here tell that
Mm-hmm.
you will be given separate time
Mm-hmm.
before starting each and every station.
Okay.
So you don't have to worry about that. And the assessors are so good. They are so friendly, not like someone Indian assessors who will be very hard on you. Some may have that doubt. Is it going to be like a school? Not
No.
like that. It's
No.
going to be simple and they are going to be friendly. You can just go and be comfortable, be confident, I would tell. For
Yes.
for especially the four stations. If
Mm-hmm.
you have done your assessment station very well, then automatically you will get confidence for the rest of your stations.
So when you practice assessment, also need to practice quite well because that makes you
Yeah.
more confident the rest of the stations as well.
Yeah, and also when you practice, if you are forgetting in your assessment, like this is the first step, this is the second step, write the same point in your separate notebook. First point, go inside the patient's room, assess the scene for safety. Second point, maintain the privacy of the patient. Third point, hand washing. So write like that and practice like that in the same statement, then it's going to be very easy.
Yeah, make his own script, isn't it? As per the
Yeah, own
assessment,
script.
make your own script. That's really
Yeah,
helpful. Okay.
yes.
Thank you so much for explaining API station, Christy. So,
Thank you.
um,